What's going on, guys? God bless you. Carlos here with Serranos Mobile Detail in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. Today we are in Garland, Texas, where we're going to be working on this Ford Fusion. This thing is pretty dusty, but we're going to be doing a interior detail on this one, as well as a exterior wash, and we're paying attention to a lot of bugs in the front. This thing is it's pretty bugged out, but on today's video, guys, we're going to be working on this vehicle, but we're also going to be talking about different things. I'm also going to be talking about my final thoughts on the P&S Threesome. A lot of you guys have been seeing me use it, and as I promised, I am gonna be using it, right? But on today's video, one of the main topics is what is my final thoughts on it. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me for the final opinion. Is it worth it, you know? So that's kind of what this video is going to be about. And we're also going to be showing you, or I'm also going to be showing you guys some new towels that are readily available that I honestly feel is a great bargain. And I think it makes a lot of sense to get this style of towel. So let's get this day started, because it's going to be a hot one. So let's begin with a topic, kind of a question that was asked by one of the viewers. He sent me an email and he asked, "Hey Carlos, quick question. I just started detailing, and as a starter, what is something I have to do to make sure that I don't run into major issues with the customer?" And that's actually a good question, because I feel like it is something that is missed, and I think it is not done a lot. And with that, I want to say one of the tips that I highly recommend you do is to always get with the customer. Once you arrive, get with the customer, go over everything you are going to be doing to that vehicle. So for example, this vehicle is getting a interior detail as well as a exterior wash as well. But even though they know what they're getting, you want to make sure that you always go over with them the package. But going over the package is very important, because how many of the times maybe you've done a vehicle, and let's just per se your customer, and this is maybe why one of the reasons why I don't like having a website, or why I don't have a website, and I literally decline everybody that's like, "Hey man, I'd love to do a website for you." I don't want them. I'm gonna tell you why. One, I'm an old school detailer. I love the simplicity of me doing everything, right? Just a couple days ago, I had a marketer or somebody call me, and he was like, I build websites, we have a sale going right now, and I see that you don't have a website on your Google. And I was like, that is right, that is correct. For one, I don't work Google very much to where I'm like, I need it, right? I'll be very honest, I do all my advertising on Facebook, and for those who follow me, you guys have heard me say I strictly use Facebook for all my advertising, everything. I do it in there. A lot of people always wonder, like, bro, how do you do it? And I just do it on there. But to not get off topic, if your customer gets a very basic wash, right? Obviously, that your basic is going to include this, and this, right? But the customers really don't know what they're getting, right? So it's always crucial that, especially if you're starting, it's very crucial for you to do this. And even if you're already seasoned, don't ever get complacent, don't ever get comfortable by not telling your customer what they're getting. Just because they clicked on your website, package A, that's what you're going to do. It's always crucial before you even start the vehicle. Just tell your customer, "Hey, really quickly before you go inside, I want to just kind of go over what you're going to be getting," right? And a huge example of that is my sauce package. That package is $150. It includes a blowout, pretty much everything vacuum thoroughly, wiping down your door panels really well, cleaning your windows, and the interior is conditioned as well, right? The seats don't get touched, they'll get vacuumed and maybe like a dust off, right? And the exterior wash, right? But even though my customers choose that one, I will never get comfortable enough to just say, all right, that's what I'm gonna do. I always just say, hey, let's go over your package just to make sure that we are on the same page, make sure that's kind of what you're wanting, right? Because a lot of the times customers confuse these packages and they think they're paying for a detail, especially in 2024. They think they're paying for a detail, and when you finish, they're like, hey man, I thought you were gonna do this and this and this, right? And that falls to just the bad communication. You always have to have a conversation with your customers and let them know what they're gonna be getting. That way, you know, you ain't gonna run into that issue. Then you're not gonna get frustrated and like, man, like, you know what I mean. A lot of detailers will get frustrated because it's like, they chose this package, they did, but a lot of these customers don't really know what they're getting. They just saw like the most basic package, and a lot of them think it's a detail, and sadly it's not. So always go over your package with your customer in that moment. That way, should they decide to opt out and choose a different package, that is the perfect time to do it. For today's tools, guys, we're using, this is the Ninja Scrub, and we're pairing it with the Drive Auto Luxe Cockpit Leather Cleaner. But it's good for leather, it's good for vinyl, plastic, and I have really enjoyed it. Cleans really well, and that's what we're using today. That's right, no serrano sauce, just because I'm playing with the product. Like I told you guys, I want to be experiencing with new products, checking them out, right? And that's what we're doing. But always go over the packages with your customers. Really important. Summer is quickly approaching, guys. So for those who are mobile, one of the questions I get asked a lot is, hey Carlos, I cannot afford a DI system, a water filtration system at this current time. Is there anything you could recommend that could help me in my detailing business while I work outside? And the answer to that is yes, I can. Of course I can. But what I recommend is, what I do with my system is I end up putting rinseless, like a rinseless solution in the water tank. And what that's gonna do is all your, like if you're getting water from your house, you can put that rinseless stuff in there, and you don't need a lot of it. You need very minimal, just to at least reduce the minerals that are in the water. So when you wash the cars outside, you're able to, it'll help you with your drying. So that is one thing I highly recommend you do, is put some rinseless in your water tank in order to reduce a lot of those minerals, or let the product start breaking down the minerals coming out of your water. And it has drastically helped my business when I'm working outside, especially when August comes around. We are getting water spots everywhere. So try that. Let me know what you guys think. What's going on, boss?
My bad.
Nah, you're good, brother.
Or another brother. How much do you charge? You detail?
Yes, sir.
How much do you charge?
So we're now to the carpet extraction process. So usually what I want to do is just vacuum the carpet as best as I can, And then I grabbed my Chief Steamer. This is the Chief Steamer 100. I'm currently thinking of getting the attachment, the steamer head attachment that connects to your vacuum. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. But I'm steaming the carpet really quick just to kind of start getting the fibers kind of loosened. And then I'm coming with the enzyme cleaner, and I'm hitting it with Carpet Bomber. Using this combination, I have really enjoyed. And then after I do that is I'm gonna just drill this carpet really quickly. And what this is doing is obviously one, it's getting the product to start working into the fibers really good. And then obviously I'll grab my towel to just start kind of mopping up the dirt or debris that could be in the fibers. And what you're gonna notice is the towel actually gets pretty dirty from obviously mopping up pretty much the dirt and everything. And then I grab my vacuum once again after I mop everything up. I grab my vacuum just to give it a good thorough vacuum, and just this part here is just pretty much for me to make sure that I vacuum it really well again, as well as lift anything that could have been embedded in the fibers. After I vacuum, I'll end up steaming again and just mopping it up. But while we get to that, I want to say the P&S system, it definitely works. It has its place. As for me, honestly, I do miss using just my two-step flex product system, because all I have to do is pre-spray and let the product just work, and then I would come in and extract, right? But this system works. You just have to just give it time. You know, some people, I guess, don't like that they have to buy multiple um, bottles of this, or just too much steps. And I'm gonna be very honest, sometimes that can get hectic. I kind of feel like, in a way, that this takes me longer in a way, but it's not oversaturated or wet. We're pretty much to the very end of this detail, and what I'm doing right now is just kind of wiping down the seats. And one of the reasons I tend to do that, you guys have heard me say that I do not spray the dashboard. And for the reason is because I don't want it to be too glossy, even if, some products, they do leave some light sheening behind, right? So what I'll do is, after I kind of wiped the door panels, the seats, I'll use whatever is on this towel, and I think you'll see me wiping down the dashboard, and that just leaves just a very light conditioning on there, just a nice like finish. And obviously here I am wiping the dashboard, and that just, I don't know, I kind of got used to doing it like this instead of having to spray the conditioner on the dashboard. I do it this way. This way, it's also not too glossy. But with the Lux Cockpit Conditioner, this product itself, I know it kind of looks glossy on the camera, but in person, it's such a difference maker. And, you know, shout out to all of you guys who have ordered it, tried it from Drive Auto Appearance. I think a lot of people actually do love using this conditioner. So thank you guys. Not only do we do detailing, but hey, when the customers are not home, Tito, we also do. Hey Tito, come on. You need to go potty? Come on, Tito. If your dog needs to go use the restroom, we also do that. Come here, Tito. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Good boy, come. Man, you're getting huge. Hey. Good boy. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Tito. Tito. You're getting so big. You're gonna make us jealous. Recently, I made a trip to Walmart, And these caught my attention. These are honestly that I totally forgot the name of the brand. Obviously, this is the same brand that they made those drying towels that I really enjoyed, and a lot of people actually liked them for the price. This is pretty much the same brand, and I do apologize, I forgot the name, but I'm sure somebody on here is gonna know the name of the brand. For $25, you're getting 300 GSM microfiber cutting towels, and I have really enjoyed these for many reasons. The blue ones, well, recently I was cleaning out my truck and I kind of got irritated with having really a bunch of towels that it was time to throw away a bunch of towels. So that's kind of what I did. And as I went to Walmart, I saw these on there, which caught my attention. And obviously these are becoming more and more popular. For the $25, you're getting over 50 microfiber towels, which are edgeless. They cut easily, and they have it's like a dual-sided. So this side here is more grabby, and then you have this side here, which I have really, really enjoyed. The blue ones, to be honest, I have transitioned them to strictly windows and glass. And then these gray ones, I have pretty much made them as to my wheel cleaning, door jamb cleaning, interior cleaning towels, multi-purpose really. For anything that's gonna get dirty, I'm using these gray ones. It says you can wash them up to 50 times, which is actually a very good deal as well. So for the $25, you're getting a huge bargain, right? And aside from that, one of the things that I'm doing as well is when I finish a vehicle, I'm literally grabbing a set of these towels and I'm just leaving them in there for my customer to have and use to dust off their interior. A lot of people ask me about these, and I was like, I don't know, I haven't got them yet, but I always saw them, and I've been using them I think for like a week or 2 weeks, and I've really enjoyed them. And as well, honestly, a lot of these are going to be throwaways because I'm using them mostly for like door gems and stuff, to where it's like I don't even want to wash them, so I throw them away. Some people may say, man, that's wasting money. To be honest, it's kind of saving me from having to use like my good towels for the interior. Some people have said they have kind of noticed leaving like a film or some little material. Honestly, I haven't seen that a lot on these. Obviously, I'm soaking the glass a lot, and then I'm using one side for the rougher side to grab and clean the glass, and then I'm using this other side, so kind of like a 2-towel method, with the softer side to come back and buffing off the glass. No issues. So I've really enjoyed them. They feel really good, and I love that they're kind of like this. So even for home use, to be honest, these are great. We use a lot of microfibers at our house. We don't even use napkins. We use the microfibers. And so that's kind of what I use. But amazing product, amazing quality. And when I say, some people are like, man, that's not quality, that's Walmart. This is perfect for somebody who is just starting their business. You know, for $25, you can't go wrong. You're gonna get over 50 sheets. And they work really well. They have no edge, nothing like that, no tags. So this makes sense for a detailer who is just starting their business. You can't go wrong. So my final thoughts on the P&S Threesome, right? What are my final thoughts on this? After using it for a good amount of vehicles, as I promised, I said, trust me, I'm gonna not use the Flex product line. We're strictly gonna go with the P&S product line, right? There was many times when I was doing an interior where I was like, oh, let me go grab the Flex. But I kept my word and I used it religiously for a good couple of weeks. And this is just my opinion on the product. I think, which by the way, none of this was sponsored, none of this was given to, I purchased it. I believe these were $17 for the 16-ounce bottles. So yeah, I think they were $16 each one. And then obviously I think the gallons were $25 here in Dallas. I purchased these from Detail World in Prosper, which used to be a chemical guy store. Now it's called Detailing World. For the price, I think if you are a beginner detailer, you have heard a lot about P&S System. It is a brand that needs no marketing, needs no explanation, because they've done a very well job of getting their brand out there. I don't use a lot of the P&S product line, just because I kind of have like my lineup that I really love. After using it for a good amount of weeks, I can honestly say I enjoyed using this system, for the simplicity of just not having to use an extractor. I still have a love and hate relationship with this product system, where in my head, obviously I'm old school, I'm used to doing extractions, I'm used to using my extractor, and getting a lot of stuff out. And I will say, with the towel method coming in behind and mopping it up, you actually grab a lot of dirt behind with the microfiber, which I did see. And there was one mat that I did, and even after I blew it, you could see all the dirt, and I was like, I don't know. And I was really going to use the extractor, but I redid the steps, and then I came back with the towel and really started mopping up the dirt, going both ways. And even after I blew it, the mat looked really good. And it just falls to just trusting the process, right? Obviously I'm very new to this lineup, and I've said it in the beginning, I used to think I was using too much product, but the more I use it, I started getting more kind of familiarized on when to use it, when not to use it, what steps to do, and I think I found my rhythm. This is the perfect kind of lineup for somebody who is just starting, right? Would I recommend this for an everyday use? Not really, because you're going to go through these products a lot, right? For me, at this current time, I think it has its place in my arsenal, and I will definitely stay stocked up with the lineup. But for me, I got used to using the Flex line, right? It's more of a pre-spray, extract, and you're done. As for this, it's 3 steps, right? You never want to skip a step, so you always want to use your neutralizer after using this, right? But the product works. The product does exactly what it needs to do. It cleans well. You guys saw it on some tan interior, and it did the job. For me and my business, I think I really enjoy the Flex product line, even though I'm paying $50 for a gallon of product, I think, as to $25, right? So, but I feel like the Flex line, a little bit of that product takes me a longer way, right? Now, I have been playing with it kind of in this system, spraying it pre-spray, then I'm coming back with my steamer, steaming, and then mopping it up. And then I'm hitting it with the neutralizer at the end. And I'm actually getting some very good results, because I wanted to test that theory using it like that in a dry upholstery method way without having to use an extractor. And it did really well, right? But there is nothing really negative that I have to say about the product, right? A lot of people like it, a lot of people don't like it. My honest feedback is I really enjoyed using the product. Once I gave in and I said, you know what, let me buy it, let me try it, let me see if this is a hype product. I have to say, it does its job, right? And you're gonna see a little bit on the afters on how this vehicle turned out. Really well. The fibers look vibrant. I have noticed that with these products, it does rejuvenate the fibers really well. It doesn't leave it dry. So in my opinion, it has inhibitors in there that is gonna make your carpet stand out, look really well, look polished, look clean, and it does the job, right? But overall, I can't complain on the product. It did really well. I'm happy with the purchase. Will I be using this a lot? I try not to, because for me this is kind of on the pricier side, because of, you know, this is going to go through a lot and this is going to go through a lot. Of course, you can dilute it, I've heard, but you guys know me, I hate diluting stuff, because if it's not intended to be diluted, I'm not diluting it, right? But the product works, in my opinion. I'm very happy with the results I'm getting. I haven't had a customer say, hey, this interior looks bad, the carpet looks bad. No negative feedback on it. So as far as my final input on the P&S Threesome, I have enjoyed using it. You know, take my opinion with a grain of salt. I still love Flex, and I know a lot of you guys were like, bro, are you still using Flex? I am, but like I said, I'm promising to use that I was going to use this system for a lot of details, so I can really give you guys an honest feedback, right? So that is that on the P&S. I'm sure you guys were waiting for maybe some negative feedback. There's just not a lot I can say. You know, maybe price wise, I think it's a little bit on the more pricey side for a mobile detailer, to where it's like, that's where I'm like, I don't know if this is for me, right? I know some people get a huge discount on this. I'm sure, I think maybe if you use like Jamie 10, you might get discounts on P&S. I don't know. I don't know. But I know some people are like, man, we get this at a better cost, obviously, right? I don't have a discount code on P&S stuff, so I'm sorry about that, right? Lastly, these towels were amazing. Go get you a set, right? If you don't want to use them for, you know, interiors, get you a set and use these as your give one to your customers, right? Tear 2 up and put them on your customers so they can use it on their interiors. You never know when they could have a spill. And, you know, by leaving that's a nice little gesture. $50, you know, $25 for 50 sheets. I think it's a steal. So overall, vehicle came out really, really well. It looks amazing. We're now going to kind of wrap it up and let's get out of here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video.